Right then, welcome back. Today, well, we're going to go back in time again, and we're going to do the track queens. Now, didn't enjoy riding the older stuff the first time through, so another 5 events, 3 bikes now, because they've added the Pattern 500cc Bicylindrica. Probably murdered that, so apologies to anyone who can actually speak anything other than English, because yeah, made a bit of a mess of that. So yeah, them 3 bikes, like old schoolish tracks, so Brands Hatch GP in the rain for the first one, and because it's a DLC you got the event and the bike, so I thought I'd give the bike a go, even though it's, well, what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, it's not very fast at all. Attempt number 1, and it's wet, it's slippy, and I am struggling with the setup. The bike doesn't want to lean, it doesn't want to turn, so what I end up doing is knocking a preload out of it to increase the lean angle, and then making the adjustments on the suspension so that it turns faster. And it worked to a point. Attempt number 2, and we just get on the gas a bit early and flick ourselves over the side. Now, these don't have a massive amount of these don't have a massive amount of power, but they don't have a massive amount of tyre neither, so it is rather awkward. I mean, the AI just punted me off on there. Attempt number 4, lap 4, we're in 3rd, and it is a struggle, I must admit. It took a while to get my head round how to actually use these things and make them go where I want them to go, but yeah, it's just knock more preload out, increase the lean angle. I'm struggling to get heat in the rear tyre, so if I increase the front spring hardness and move some energy into the back tyre, I'm going to lose heat in the front tyre, and then it'll be just it just won't be very nice. So attempt number 5, into the last corner, and the AI just do what they normally do, ride through the straight through the back here, just give you a bump up the backside, and yeah, it's not very good. So the first race, and I am yet to be convinced that I'd rather have these things in here than stuff like Multistradas and Super Duke GTs, MTO 9 Tracers, GS, etc. I think the sporty adventure stuff would be of more value than these. But race 1, Brands Hatch in the pissing rain on an old school pattern. And it's done. And yeah, still not convinced. Bit of a ding dong with the American rider in second on lap 3, but other than that, the hardest thing about that was not falling off. Not falling off, not running wide, not making a mistake. So, race number 2, Okayama GP circuit, and which one do we go for? Do we go for the MV or the Honda? The MV's a triple, it sounds nice. The Honda's a 4. The Honda's probably faster, but the MV sounds nicer, and I'm pretty certain I said on the last one I'd take the chassis of the Honda and the engine of the MV. My sentiments on that haven't changed. However, now we're mucking about with a preload and mucking about with adjusting the rake and trail of the suspension to get the bike to turn. It actually leans now. You can see that the bike is leaning over a bit more. So attempt number 1, it's a bit bargy and elbows and smashing handlebars, and it's just not the nicest thing in the world to be fighting a load of the bikes that are the same as you. But attempt number 2, and well, we get it done, but I am taking some serious convincing that these things deserve to be on here. And it's done. It's done. Still struggling with the setups. Front tyre and rear tyre way too much temperature difference in them. We had a little bit of an off on lap 4. However, we'd got in for the lead to get through, so it wasn't too bad. So event number 3, race number 3, whatever we're calling it. Is it races in an event or events in a chapter? I don't know. But we're going to Donington, and 3 of 3, we're going to use the Honda. And it was at this point, that things started to click almost. The way that I set the bike up, it just seemed to work. It was moving about on the tyres. It was getting a bit of a slide on. It was working properly. It's taking a bit of attitude on the brakes, so you could use the brakes and the throttle to adjust the attitude of the bike. And it was, oh my god, straight over the back. Yeah, it felt like a motorbike. The first time using these, that it actually felt like, I mean, that was a bit naughty, but it is what it is. Yeah, it felt like a proper motorbike. It's still struggle, don't get me wrong. These are not easy to use. They're not the easiest things in the world to ride, but you can see it moving about there. I'm on the gas, and the back's stepping out of line, and it's starting to rotate the bike and turn it. So, yeah, it was it was feeling like I wanted it to, and it felt like we were getting somewhere. I'm still miles away with the tyres. I'm gonna have to spend hours riding around somewhere like Magny-Cours or UMC to get a feel for what the bikes want. But Donington GP on a old Honda, the Mike Hale, what is it, an RC181 I think, but whatever it is, sounds a bit like someone's chopped the exhaust off a modern 4-cylinder bike. But yeah, this one's quite good. And it's done, and well, yeah, that was entertaining, wasn't it? I crashed on lap 1, went back to 12th, and then thought, I'll keep going and see what the setup's like, and well, yeah, all the way back to the front, and we managed to get it sorted out. So yeah, it wasn't too bad. Number 4, another very quick track, Phillip Island. Now, I'm a big fan of Phillip Island. I think if I'm going to do another track guide, I'll probably do Phillip Island. It is, it's a very, very, very fast track with some very, very, very tight corners. But I wasn't quite sure what to go for. The Honda worked well at Donington. I wasn't overly impressed with the MV and the pattern, so we've gone for the Honda again. We're at Phillip Island, and yeah, this one's, it's not as entertaining as Donington, but yeah, it's still quite good. And we're done. I still can't get the balance right. If I add more front spring hardness, then the bike handles very weirdly. I'm on engine braking 3 as well, so I'm trying to move as much energy into the back tyre as I possibly can, but we're still not getting it right. But we ran away and hid, and we won, and it was pretty straightforward. So last one then, Imola. We're in Italy, we're at Imola. I've used the MV on some previous episodes. I've used the Honda twice in this one, so I thought, well, the DLC is for the pattern, so I'll go with the pattern, and I'll try and mimic the setup of the Honda, and we'll see how we get on. And you know what, it was alright, it wasn't too bad. This thing's not the fastest, it's a twin, whereas the MV and the Honda are a triple and a 4 respectively, so this has got the least amount of power, and you can tell it's the slowest bike, because in a straight line the MV and the Honda absolutely murder it. So yeah, we're getting there. I'm still not convinced I'd rather ride these than a Multistrada or a GS or something like that. I'd much rather have a dirty Pikes Peak Multistrada than a 60, 70 year old 2-cylinder pattern, but it is what it is. We're at Imola, it's 5 laps on the Variante Bassa circuit. Yeah, enjoy. And we're done. That's it. 5 races, 5 golds. I'm still not convinced. If you like the old stuff, then you're going to enjoy it, but I don't know. I don't know if there's any more events using these bikes. There's part of me that hopes there isn't, but we'll see what happens. There can't be many more DLCs left for Milestone to release, but it's done. 5 golds, event complete. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to leave me a like, comment, let me know how you're getting on, and if you've enjoyed it, subscribe. There's going to be plenty more, and fingers crossed, I will see you next time. Stay safe. Peace.